about so-called gang violence and stuff, that's because two former projects are having to live in the same place now. You understand what I'm talking about, don't you? And any rational person could tell you, you put them together, there's going to be some people killed. But Chattanooga's not a rational place. In 1987, the police brutality problem was just totally getting out of control. And it was serious enough that there was a lot of people protesting. Maxine and Renzo Irving were the primary people doing this. And Ku Klux Klan came in to show support for their friends. There was a big Klan demonstration on Market Street to support the police and Dalton Roberts. And there was a huge white crowd came out to support them. Stop Black Terrorism, join the KKK. That's right in front of the City Hall in Chattanooga. Something that long ago. Everybody here was alive when that happened. They had a big cross burning on Lookout Mountain. I know the place where this happened. I've been out there numerous times. I've tried to find somebody that remembers it. And I've only found one person that said, yes, I knew when they did that. I didn't have anything to do. I didn't go anywhere around. But I know that everybody, oh no, nothing like that ever happened here. But I've got other newspaper pictures that shows the whole community was out cheering. It was like a social thing for them. And if any of you think this is just all things in the past, we've outgrown it. This is a picture 3 years ago of some of the same people that was here then in their costumes campaigning for guess who? For the U.S. Senate. They were afraid Ford might get elected. As an outgrowth of this, Maxine and Lorenzo and basically Annie, although a lot of other people now claim they had a part of it, got a federal lawsuit going that changed government in Chattanooga. It wasn't elected at large anymore. It was elected by districts, which meant for the first time since Reconstruction, blacks started getting elected. And people thought that things had been taken care of. Things was getting better. And they did look better, superficially. In 2007, 1999, local government established funding for an African American Chamber of Commerce because the white Chamber of Commerce wasn't doing anything for minorities. 2007, this organization became the Multicultural Chamber of Commerce. And during the short time they were in, they enabled over 500 minority and female-owned businesses to be successful in Chattanooga. I've worked with these people on numerous projects. I know Ms. Gilchrist very well, and it's incredible what she's accomplished. A couple of months ago, the Times Free Press began a crusade against Sherry. And every day they have front page stories of half-truths, sometimes outright lies, and just anything to defame her. And as a consequence, her funding was totally cut by both city and county. And there has been, well, I won't get into that now. Anyway, I'm encouraging her to keep trying, and she is seeking all the funding and that, what have you. But that showed that was the first thing that visible that I noticed real big time, that Chattanooga is going backwards. In the past election, radical Republicans took over the Tennessee legislature. And they're not in a closet about what they're doing. They're very open. I brought some newspapers for this is 1 week of things that most of you probably know about. Have one here. Governor Haslam was here. I think some of you may have visited his thing. Well, his big thing, right in the paper, elimination of unnecessary, burdensome health, safety, and environmental business regulations. Do any of you really understand what that's going to mean? In the 60s, for a short time, I was a labor organizer. I worked with the miners in Kentucky, Harlan County, Kentucky, and we were quite successful. We put capital into place there. But back in them days, it was common to see men with only one hand, men with a hand with only 2 fingers on it, 1 finger. I remember one woman whose hair, she had long hair, it got caught, about like you, it got caught in a machine and it pulled her whole scalp off. This was pre-OSHA days. This is the unnecessary health and safety regulations that business and capital is hampered by now, that Governor Haslam wants to remove. The environmental things. I wasn't here in the 60s, but people have told me that you had to use your lights when you drove a car in the daytime in Chattanooga then, because the smog was so thick you couldn't see. Why is it not that way now? The unnecessary environmental regulations that Haslam wants to remove. Not only wants to, he says he's going to. And I believe in that. But here's another one. Law strict on repeat offenders. And on the surface, this sounds like it might be something that, no, would be all right. You know, a person can be arrested for a crime and make bail and get out, and he does something just as bad and can make bail again. However, this time, you get busted for anything, you're out on bail. You get busted again for anything, you can be confined indefinitely with no bail. This means the next time you do a project of any kind, you can be arrested for unlawful assembly, you can be arrested for blocking traffic, you can be arrested for disruption of the public order, any number of things. $10 will get you out on bail. Next week, you can be arrested jaywalking. And you can be incarcerated for a year with no bail. And it'll be perfectly legal. That's what's coming.